Hi students, welcome back to Sakshi FIT NEET Academy. In this video session, we will learn about IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds which having more than one functional group. So here, to write a name for any organic compound, here we have a set of rules. That is IUPAC system of nomenclature has a set of rules to write name for any organic compound. So what are that? The name, that organic name described by giving a three words. One is a word root, prefixes, suffixes. So here what is word root, what is prefix, what is suffix. After knowing these elements, we need to learn about how to select a parent chain, then how to number into the parent chain. So these all basic rules already we learned in our previous video lectures, that is IUPAC system of nomenclature part 1. We learned about what is word root and prefixes. In part 2 we learned about suffixes. In part 3 we learned about priority order of functional groups with a prefixes as well suffixes. Coming to part 4, we learned about how to select a parent chain in a compound and how to number into the parent chain in a compound having saturation, that is unsaturation, containing functional group. So already we discussed about these basics. So now here I am taking some different compounds which having a one functional group, more than one functional group, cyclic, acyclic, saturated, unsaturated. So let's begin naming organic compounds with different functional groups. So before going to take examples, here I'm giving the order so which we need to follow while giving name for organic compound. Just assume this is a molecule. So what is the first step? Observe the molecule and select a parent chain. So here what is the first step? Selection of parent chain. The next, identification of functional groups. That is major functional groups as well secondary functional groups. So secondary functional groups means we can consider as substituents. So identification of functional groups, then coming to numbering to the parent chain. Then finally we need to follow IUPAC terminology order. So here what is IUPAC terminology order? Coming to organic name, according to IUPAC system of nomenclature, every molecule is described its structural features by taking word root, prefixes and suffixes. So here what are prefixes? Whatever the information about secondary substituents and cyclic, that is secondary substituents, their position and which substituent is present on the molecule, that is given by the prefixes. And what about suffixes? Whether the compound is saturated or unsaturated and having which functional group, which major functional group, that is given by suffixes. And what about the prefixes? Gives the information about substituents as well arrangement of that parent chain carbons. So these, the order, that is word root, prefixes, suffixes are having a particular terminology like number prefix, numerical prefix, primary prefix, secondary prefix, then word root, coming to suffixes, number suffix, numerical suffix, primary suffix and secondary suffix. So this is the terminology. So here while giving a name we need to follow the particular order. What is that order? So here I am writing the order. First word root. So this is the base which gives the information about number of carbons present in a parent chain. So after word root, whatever we are explaining about molecular structural features, taking as suffixes. So whatever the structural features which we are describing before word root about substituents and their position and the arrangement of this parent chain, we are that is describing as a prefixes. So here again these prefixes are classified into number prefix, numerical prefix, that is secondary prefix, then primary prefix. See here, this is the order we need to follow while giving name for organic compound. First number prefix, then go to numerical prefix, then secondary prefix, primary prefix, then write the word root, that is number of carbons present in the parent chain, then go to suffixes. Again here we need to follow number suffix, then numerical suffix, then primary suffix, then secondary suffix. So this is the order of IUPAC terminology. So these are very very helpful while giving name for organic compound. See here, this is the way how we are taking steps, while writing a name, and this is the order how we are existing that elements. What about a number prefix? Where we are writing number prefix, where we are writing a numerical prefix, and where we should write word root, and where we should write primary suffix. So this is the order. We need to follow this order. Then it's very easy to write IUPAC name of compound which having a functional group, that is one functional group or more than one functional group. So now here I am taking an examples. See here. So this is a molecule. How can we select a parent chain? So the chain which is longer in the molecule become parent chain. Now this is a parent chain. After that, identification of functional groups. See here, this molecule showing carboxylic acid functional group. So identification of functional group completed, then go to numbering to the parent chain. See, always we need to start numbering from a priority group, So here in this parent chain, so which carbon showing us some priority? See here, this carbon is attached to functional parts. Compared to remaining carbons, this is the most priority carbon. So obviously we should start numbering from this carbon. So first carbon, second carbon, this is third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. Simply then go to follow that order of, that is IUPAC terminology order. See here, in this molecule we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in a parent chain. So that is word root. What is a word root? 5 carbons? It's pent. Coming to suffixes, we need to give information about saturation or unsaturation as primary suffix and major functional group as a secondary suffix. About these, where these are existed on parent chain by giving number suffix and numerical suffix. So here, this is a major functional group which is carboxylic acid. So what is the suffix name of carboxylic acid? It's oic acid, and there is no double bond, no triple bond, simply primary suffix become ane. And what about the secondary suffix? Secondary suffix become oic acid. So before penta, before word root, is there any substituents? No substituents, nothing. So no need of writing any prefixes. This is the IUPAC name of compound which having carboxylic acid. Now here I am taking another compound which is carboxylic acid, and at this terminal we have aldehyde functional group. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 carbons are present in the parent chain. So it's become bute. Word root for these 4 carbons, bute. See, at this terminal we have carboxylic acid, at this terminal we have aldehyde. So comparing these two, which is more priority group, carboxylic acid shows more priority compared to this aldehyde. So obviously aldehyde become a substituent, and what about carboxylic acid? Carboxylic acid become major functional group. So you just take this carboxylic acid as a secondary suffix. After that, see, bute, the next step we need to describe whether saturated or unsaturated. So here the parent chain, in this parent chain there is no double bond, so simply it's saturated, butane oic acid. What about the substituent on this chain? Here we have a aldehyde substituent at this carbon. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4-formyl butane oic acid. This is the IUPAC name of this compound having carboxylic acid as well aldehyde. Now see here, this is the compound. See, molecule, selection of parent chain. So here I am selecting this ring, which is a 6-membered cyclic carbon become a ring. And here which functional group is there? On this parent chain? we have carboxylic acid, as well we have ketone, R C double bond O R, CH2 C double bond O CH2. Here we have a ketone and here we have a carboxylic acid at this carbon. So two functional groups are there. Then go to numbering always should be on a parent chain from more priority carbon, So here this is a more priority carbon because bonded to major functional group, become one. Then you can continue clockwise or anti-clockwise. So in both ways I am getting same number to this ketone. So first, second, this is third, fourth, fifth, sixth. At first position we have a carboxylic acid, at fourth position we have ketone. So now follow the terminology. What is a word root? Word root become hex. And is there any double bonds? No double bonds, no triple bonds, it's saturated. So here we have a major functional group at first position, that is carboxylic acid. See here, when we are including this carbon in a parent chain, then we need to write only oic acid, but this carboxylic carbon is not included in a parent chain. So separately we should write complete data of this functional group including this carbon, that is carboxylic acid. Including that carbon, it's become carboxylic acid. So before this is hex word root, we should write a substituents information. Where is the substituent? Ketone substituent at fourth position. That fourth position, that ketone as a substituent. So what is the name? We should take a prefix. So what is the prefix for ketone? It's oxo. 4-oxo hex and carboxylic acid. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. What is that? 4-oxo. Sorry, what about the arrangement of these 6 carbons? It's cyclo. 4-oxo cyclohex and carboxylic acid. 4-oxo cyclohexane carboxylic acid. This is IUPAC name of this compound. Now here I am taking another compound. So what is IUPAC name of this compound? Simply see, this is the parent chain because there is no other paths. We have only one path, one carbon path. So I am selecting this as a parent chain. Now we should number to the parent chain. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I start from left side? Because see here at second position we have alcohol function group which is more priority, which shows more priority than chlorine, So simply I am starting numbering from left. 1, 2, that is 3, 4, 5, 6. At second position we have hydroxy group, so we can consider it's alcohol because this is a major functional group. I am taking as a suffix, secondary suffix. So at fifth position we have chlorine. At third position we have unsaturation, that is triple bond. Now what is the word root for this compound? It's hex. Now coming to saturation or unsaturation, we have unsaturation at third position. So at third position we have unsaturation, that is triple bond, so it's ine. Then what about the suffix? The suffix is ol, that is secondary suffix. Major functional group is alcohol. At second position we have alcohol, that is ol. So what about the substituent? Other substituent we have chlorine at fifth position. Then 5-chloro hex 3-ine 2-ol. 5-chloro hex 3-ine 2-ol. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Like here I am taking another example. See here, this is a molecule. Now selection of parent chain, simply I am selecting this is a parent chain. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At terminal carbon we have phenyl substituent. Here we are taking this benzene as a phenyl. Now at this carbon we have ketone, CH2 C double bond O CH2. At this carbon we have CH2 C double bond O CH2. That means Here we have one ketone group, here we have one ketone group. So coming to the priority order, there is no other functional groups, only ketones are there. Along with this, here we have phenyl functional group, that is phenyl substituent. So now coming to numbering to the parent chain, 1 2 3 4 5 6, we are getting numbering to these ketones. One is fifth, one is seventh, that means here 1 2 3, one is fourth, one is sixth. And what about the phenyl group becomes 7. If I am taking numbering from right to left, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, I am getting the phenyl substituent at first position, ketone at second, and what about next ketone, I am getting at third position. So from right side I am getting a least locant rule. So 1 2, this is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. It's very easy from which side we can follow least locant rule. So from that side we can give numbering. From left side I am getting fourth position and sixth position to these ketones, seventh position to this phenyl. But from right side I am getting first position to phenyl as well as 2 and fourth position to the ketone. So instead taking left side, better take from right side. So now by following the terminology, we can give IUPAC name. So what is IUPAC name of this compound? What is the word root? It's hept because having 7 carbons, and these are not a cyclic. Coming to unsaturation, there is no unsaturation, it's saturated, heptane. And what about the functional groups? Here at second position and fourth position we have ketone. So 2, 4, we have 2 ketones, dione. So what is suffix for ketone? It's -one. And what about the substituent at first position? We have phenyl. So 1 phenyl, heptane, 2, 4, dione. 1 phenyl heptane, 2, 4, dione. 1 phenyl heptane, 2, 4, dione. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Next, now coming to this compound, here we have a nitrile functional group, and coming to here we have formyl, that is aldehyde functional group. So what is the priority order? Nitrile is more prior compared to aldehyde. Nitrile shows more priority compared to aldehyde. So this nitrile group become secondary suffix. Then what about the aldehyde? Aldehyde become substituent. Then now we need to select a parent chain. See here, this is a parent which having a 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So including this major functional carbon, we have 5 carbons, 1 2 3 4 5, and here we have another substituent. So including this also we are getting 5 carbons. But out of these two we need to follow, this is the parent. We need to select this is become parent because see here major functional carbon is included. So I am taking this is a major parent chain. Now numbering to the parent chain. So obviously the numbering should start from major functional part carbon. So this become first, second, this is third, fourth, fifth. Now substituent at second position, that is methyl substituent. At fifth position we have formyl. At fourth position we have unsaturation. First writing word root, it's become pent. Unsaturation at third position, that is 3 in. And now what is the major functional group? Here nitrile functional group. So 3 in nitrile. So before that we need to mention functional part as well substituent. So it's a 2-methyl, it's formyl. Formyl is the first alphabet, then methyl M. So I am taking 5 formyl, and here 5 formyl, 2-methyl, penta 3 in nitrile. So you just adjust because here 5 formyl, 2-methyl, 5 formyl, 2-methyl, pent 3 in nitrile. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. So coming to next example. So this is a compound which having ester functional group, and here we have a substituent. Here we have substituent. Now selection of parent chain. This is a parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now coming to numbering to the parent chain. So this is a major functional group. So we should start from the carbon which attach to major functional part. First, second, this is third, fourth. At third position we have methyl group, and here first position is a carbonyl, and here we have a OCH3. Coming to that esters nomenclature, see the group which is bonded to this ether oxygen means ROR. The group which bonded to this oxygen become substituent, then follow the next substituents end with OATE, So according to that, here I am writing the name for this compound. See here, what is the word root? It's bute. And what about this part? Bute and this part, this complete part which is CH3, CH, CH2, C double bond O. This complete part included in this butanoate. See, N, there is no unsaturation, butanoate. So we are completed this part. 1, 2, 3, 4 double bond O. This is butanoate. What about this CH3? We need to write before word root. Coming to this CH3, this alkyl group as well substituent. Substituent is at third position. So here 3-methyl butane OH. So here 3-methyl butanoate, 3-methyl butanoate. Simply here I am taking another example for this ester. So this is the compound CH3O, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. See, this is a part which we are completing as a OATE, including this carbon. See, 1, 2, 3. It's a propanoate. And what about this CH3? It's methyl propanoate. So the group which is bonded to the oxygen become substituent. That should be right before word root. So it's prop N, it's a ester, so OATE. 1, 2, 3 propanoate. And what about the CH3? We should write before the word root. Methyl propanoate. Next I am taking another examples. See, this is CH3, C double bond O, N. If the nitrogen bonded to carbonyl carbon, so obviously it's become amide. So which is become a parent? See, the carbonyl carbon bonded chain become parent. Whatever the substituent on this nitrogen become secondary functional group that we are taking as a substituent. So according to that, CH3, C double bond O, it's become ethanamide. And what about this benzene ring bonded to nitrogen? So phenyl bonded to nitrogen, N-phenyl, ethanamide. This is a amide functional group which having a phenyl substituent at nitrogen position. Next, here I am taking a simple molecule. So this is a compound which having C double bond O N amide functional group, and here we have ROR ether. That means we can take this is as a substituent. It's methoxy. See, one carbon including oxygen. It's methoxy bonded to this chain. Now see, parent chain become, this is the parent chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At third position we have a methoxy. On this nitrogen we have two CH3 groups. So now what is the name of this compound? I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4. It's bute. Is there any unsaturation? We have unsaturation at second position, but 2-ene. So what is the functional group? It's amide, butene amide. But we have a substituents at third position, that is OCH3, and we have substituents on nitrogen, CH3. See here, just now we discussed whatever the group on this nitrogen becomes substituent. So we have two methyl groups on this nitrogen. It's become N comma N dimethyl, then so I'm writing here 3-methoxy, 3-methoxy-but 2-ene amide. See, N comma N dimethyl, 3-methoxy, total parent carbons, but at second position we have unsaturation, 2-ene, functional group is amide, So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Next, okay, here I am taking OH. This is a compound. See, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, and here we have one substituent, so better select. This is become parent chain. Numbering should be from carbonyl carbon, because this is a more priority carbon compared to this carbon. It's OH bonded carbon. Alcohol is less priority compared to this acid halide. See, RC double bond OCl, it's acid halide. So first carbon, second carbon, this is third carbon and fourth carbon. Substituents, we have hydroxy substituent at third position, methyl substituent at second position. So hydroxy, H is the first alphabet. I am writing 3-hydroxy, 2-methyl. Now but at second position we have unsaturation, 2-ene. Now take up parent carbons, 1 2 3 4. Sorry, but 2-ene already we covered parent carbons. What about this group? It's a carbonyl chloride, otherwise it's but and 2-ene oil chloride, butanoyl chloride. So to understand this part, simply here I am taking CL. What is the name of this compound? 1 2 3, it's OYL chloride. See, this is the functional part. We are writing like this: oil halide, propanoyl chloride. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. So according to that, parent carbon having 4 carbons, but at second position we have unsaturation, 2-ene. So what is the suffix with this functional group? It's oil. Halide is a chlorine, oil chloride. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. See, what is the IUPAC name of this compound? See, cyclic 6-membered ring having unsaturation, bromine substituent, as well carbaldehyde, that is aldehyde substituent. First selection of parent chain. This is a selection of parent chain. This is a parent chain. And next, coming to numbering to the parent chain. See here, this is the first carbon because major functional group attached carbon become first. Now go to unsaturation. 1 2 3 4 5 6, because unsaturation is more priority than halide, so we need to take a least locant towards for unsaturation, then go to bromine. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now word root become hex. What about the 6 carbons arranged in a cyclic? So cyclohex. At second position we have unsaturation, that is ene, and which functional group is there? It's a aldehyde functional group, including this carbon, it's carbaldehyde. So now before cyclohex we need to mention that substituent at 5th position, that is 5-bromo cyclohex 2-ene carbaldehyde. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. Now simply here we have aldehyde functional group, and here CH3O bonded to this CH2. What about this name? Ether aldehyde. Aldehyde is more purity compared to ether. So complete this part. CH3O bonded to this carbon taking as a substituent, and this is become parent. See, 1 2 3, it's prop saturated N. So what about aldehyde function group is there? So it's all, because this carbon we included in a parent chain, all, and at a first, second, third position we have methoxy group. So 3 methoxy propanol, 3 methoxy propanol. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Next, what is IUPAC name of this compound? CH3C, CH3, CH3, CH3. Simply CH3, 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 Ca, CH3, CH3, C, CH3. So you can take any one is a parent chain. I am selecting this as a parent chain. At second carbon, you can numbering from any side, because 1 2 3 1 2 3 from both side we are getting same position for both the substituents. So 1 2 3. What is the name of this compound? Very easy. It's 2, 2 dimethyl. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Propane. So this is the IUPAC name of this compound. Now here I am taking, this is the tertiary amine. This is a tertiary amine. What is the name of this compound? See, this nitrogen having a longer chain. At left side only 2 methyl groups are on these nitrogens. The longer chain which is bonded to the nitrogen become parent, remaining are substituents. This is a tertiary amine. So at nitrogen we have 2 methyl groups, and this nitrogen bonded to longer chain. This is a parent chain actually. See, this is a parent chain because longer, and these 2 groups are substituents. So simply it's N, N dimethyl, N, N dimethyl 1 2 3 propanamine. Propanamine. So this is a IUPAC name of this compound. Next, here see both the terminals having a carboxylic acids. 1 2 3 4. This is a parent chain. It's become but saturated N. 1 2. This is 3 4. So 1, 4 dioic acid. Butane 1, 4 dioic acid. So here I am just removing this molecule. Butane 1, 4 dioic acid. So what is the name of this compound? Simply 1 2 3 4 5. So here 5 carbons are there. Both the terminals are nitrile group. At last carbon nitrile. So what is the parent chain? 1 2 3 4 5. So it's a pent N, no unsaturation. So first carbon, 5th carbon become nitrile. So 1, 5 dinitrile. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. Next, here I am taking see here aldehyde bonded to this carbon. So I am taking, this is a parent. This is the first carbon, second carbon. See, first carbon having both the formyl groups or 2 carbaldehydes, and at second carbon we have another carbaldehyde. Simply 1, 1, 2 eth N tricarbaldehyde. 1, 1, 2 ethane tricarbaldehyde. See here at first position these 2 carbaldehydes, At second position 1 carbaldehyde. So instead writing this, you can write down ethane 1 comma 1 comma 2 tricarbaldehyde. So this is the IUPAC name for these compounds. So here I hope you understand well how to write the name for organic compounds by following the IUPAC system of nomenclature rules and these steps. So if you like the video, subscribe the channel, share, like, comment and hit the bell icon so that you will get latest video lectures. Thank you.